Selamat pagi sahabat IPA Bio. Kembali bersama saya Weni Bekti Sunar Harum dari Departemen Ilmu Pangan dan Bioteknologi, Fakultas Teknologi Pertanian Universitas Brawijaya. So, sahabat IPA Bio, saya panggil IPA Bio Spadi ya. So we have today our special guest in our very first podcast, Profesor Madhan Shankar from Kongunadu Art and Science College, India. So welcome, Professor Madhan. How are you today?
I'm fine, doing well.
Yeah. So we will have a podcast today about something we are going to talk about Indian culture and then also food and maybe also about Indian education with Professor Shankar. So I hope everyone will listen and stay tuned in our podcast. So first, Professor Madhan, I think India is quite, have a good relationship with Indonesia, and we have a link or connection like in the cultures and other things. Like we have wayang here, is also influenced by Indian culture. Like when I was little kids, I watched Mahabharat. Yeah, Mahabharat movie. Yeah, it's a very, very interesting. We know Arjun, the very handsome. And then in the Pandawa, 5 Pandawa. Yeah. So first, I would like to ask a little bit about Indian movie. How is it in India actually? Is it also like here we have Bollywood and then it's quite famous. What is it? Kuch Kuch Hota Hai. Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai is a quite old movie.
Yes, quite old movie. Yeah.
Then you have good movies like Chennai Express.
Okay.
Om Shanti Om.
Om Shanti Om.
Quite a few movies in which Shah Rukh Khan has played a leading role.
Okay, Shah Rukh Khan.
Most of these movies are very interesting.
Yeah.
They're globally accepted as well.
Yeah. So I remember in the 90s, it's a Kuch Kuch Hota Hai fever. So when everybody just see, Kajol, Shah Rukh Khan and this, like this
style.
Okay. And also the song Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai.
So you also remember or you watched?
Yes, I do remember. Yes.
Okay. Tum paas aaye.
Tum paas aaye. यूं मुस्कुराए तुमने न जाने क्या सपने बताए.
Okay, thank you so much. So that's from Kuch Kuch Hota Hai movie. So it's quite.
There's also another movie called Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham.
Oh, I remember that too.
That's a good movie.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. Yeah, okay, I just know that part. And what's the meaning actually? For
Kabhi
Kuch Kuch Hota Hai and Kabhi
Kuch Hota Hai, something happens in the heart.
Something happens.
And Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham means sometimes feeling very happy, sometimes feeling very
sad. Okay.
So Kabhi Khushi and Kabhi Gham.
Okay. Like I do. Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. Okay. Sometimes feeling happy, sometimes sad. That's human life. So I think there's some psychology inside. I mean, philosophy inside the movie, or maybe.
It has got. It has got.
Kabhi Khushi Kabhi Gham. Yeah. And also we have some guests here, but unfortunately they are not coming. Just the picture. Yeah.
Amitabh Bachchan.
Yeah. Okay.
The legendary actor of Bollywood.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, I remember him.
He's a fantastic actor.
Yeah.
And he is also the anchor of the show Kaun Banega Crorepati.
Okay.
So it's a show where questions are posed to the participant.
Okay.
And person who answers all the questions will get a crore rupee.
Oh, okay.
So he was the anchor in one of the most popular shows
very popular
in India.
Very popular in India. Yeah, okay. So Amitabh Bachchan, quite famous.
Very
in
famous.
Bollywood, very, very famous.
Yes.
And there's another
He's
guy.
also the father-in-law of Aishwarya Rai.
And there's another guy. I guess
Salman
this is
Khan.
Salman Khan.
Salman
yeah,
Khan.
okay, Salman Khan. This is the picture.
The dream boy of many girls
Yes.
in India
Yes, handsome.
during the period 80s and 90s.
80s, 90s.
90s.
Yeah, 80s.
Almost all the movies that he had acted were all
sold out. And
hits
yeah, hits
and
the record.
marvelous ones.
Okay. Yeah, because I also watch some
And also
movies.
a controversial person as well.
Controversial person. I watch his movies as well, beside the Shah Rukh Khan's movies. Yeah. And then there's the lady here. I don't know, but maybe audience will know, or
I'm not
anyone
sure.
will know.
I'm not sure.
Kajol.
This is
or
not Kajol.
not
Bhatt.
Kajol. Not
This is not
Kajol.
Kajol.
Okay. Okay, you know more.
Yeah.
So hopefully, maybe there's a quiz. Who is this?
Identify the person.
Not
But
Kajol.
this is not Kajol.
No Kajol. So yeah, that's okay. So regarding the India, I guess we all know during the COVID era, so we know about
Namaste.
Namaste. So
Yes.
what was actually the Namaste means?
Namaste
Prof. Madhan.
is folding hands
Yes,
where all your fingers touch each other and you
Yeah.
place like this
just like this.
and say Namaste
Namaste.
or Namaskar.
Namaskar.
Namaskar. It has got a lot of meaning. It's the way of how you respect people,
Okay.
irrespective of their age.
Okay.
Whether they are children or whether they are elderly people,
Mm.
it's the way you respect.
This way you.
It has got a lot of scientific meaning as well.
Okay.
When you join all your hands like this, all the points of these fingers, they touch each other.
Okay.
And we know that we are governed by 5 elements
5 elements.
around us. The earth, water, fire, air, and space.
And space.
And these fingers represent the 5 elements.
5 elements.
And you bring all the fingers close together, it touches all the pressure points and it gives you a feeling of goodness when you do this namaskar. So namaskar is a part of the Sanskriti, part of our samskar and part of our Sanatana Dharma, where when you go to greet a person, you say namaskar. And COVID-19 has brought this back with lot of fervor
Yes.
and lot of scientific notions to it. During COVID period, shaking hands
Yes.
is
Not loud.
not safe.
Yeah, not safe.
So namaskar was found to be very safe.
Yes.
So likewise, many such Indian practices which were in vogue were all very scientific. For
Yeah.
example, COVID-19 has taught us several such practices and brought back these
Okay.
practices and put these practices globally.
Yeah.
One is washing your feet
Feet.
when you come from outside,
Yes.
using turmeric mixed with water
Okay.
and using that water to sprinkle in your houses
Yeah.
is again a part of our Samskriti.
So there's
part of our
traditional.
culture.
Actually, the previously
Yes.
there is a culture
It was
that we need
traditional.
to wash.
It's very traditional.
Yeah, okay.
You come from outside, you will have to wash your feet
With turmeric.
and hands and come
Yes.
and get into the house. So these are turmeric, as you know, is an antiseptic.
Yes.
Is an antibacterial molecule. Curcumin is an antimicrobial molecule.
Yeah.
So when you go outside and come, when you are exposed to so many bacterial stuff outside, you don't bring it inside.
Yeah.
And another very interesting part of our culture is kolam.
What is
We draw it in the front of the house
Oh, okay.
with rice flour.
Rice
So
flour.
this kolam is a very good example of a pest management system.
Oh, pest management
Yes.
system.
When you draw kolam outside your house, ants and these small insect creatures, rather than getting into your house, will reside outside that kolam
Okay.
because it's food for them.
Food.
So they reside outside. So
Okay.
many such scientific practices
Yeah,
which are in our Bharata
Bharata.
are all very, very scientific and they had lot of meaning. So namaskar is one such practice.
Okay, so namaste.
Namaste.
Namaste. So, if in Indonesia, actually, maybe it's a bit similar. Like when you say namaste, we also have the culture, like in Malayan culture. We say like this.
This way.
Thank you.
Yes.
Okay.
So there's a lot of connections between India as well as Indonesia.
Yeah.
Like as you mentioned about Mahabharata,
yes, ma'am.
Ramayana,
Wayang, the puppet show.
Yes.
Yeah, it's also inspired from the I think the
Mahabharatan characters.
Characters.
You have Yudhishthira,
Rama, Sinta,
you have Yudhishthira, you have Bhima,
yes,
Arjuna, and all the Pancha Pandavas.
Yes, Pandavas.
And
even our names also sometimes.
Yes, their names are also Krishna.
Yes, okay.
Yes, Ganesha.
Yes.
I saw Ganesha in the Malang Night Paradise.
Ganesha. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I think that's quite a good relationship. And about the one that you put.
And your own King Bravijaya statue resembles the statue of Vishnu.
Oh, Vishnu. Is it a Vishnu?
Vishnu.
Oh,
resembles the statue of Vishnu. Vishnu has chakra and shankh in his hands. And lotus. So Bravijaya also has that.
Yes, because it's also from the the kingdom. Previously we also have the influence from the Indian culture as well. So the one like you said, you put, what is it? Rice powder, kolam.
The kolam.
But not here, maybe just sprinkle salt. So that snake will not come into your house. But it's rice powder, right?
Yeah, every country, every part of the world has got their own traditions.
Yeah.
And all those traditions are not just myths.
Yes, I know.
They all have deep-rooted science behind them.
Yeah.
And they have deep-rooted philosophy behind them.
Yeah.
So,
and that's why we need to respect.
Which is something we need to respect them and preserve them.
Yeah.
Preserve and pass it on to the next generation as well.
Yeah, I agree. That's also for the Ipabiyupadi. Please also try to to learn about the traditions and others, even cultures in food cultures and other so that we will preserve our own culture for the next
generations to come.
Yeah, to come. Okay. So thank you, Professor Madhan Shankar, for the first session.